Hi guys, Andy here. I remember last year I had a pretty horrific time deciding between the Note 4 and the Nexus 6. And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little worried I'm going to have a pretty horrific time deciding between the Note 5 and the Nexus 6P, which is what we have head-to-head here today. On the left, my Note 5 running Android 5.1.1 with the Exynos 7420 chipset. It's got two quad-core processors, the 1.5 GHz A53 and the 2.1 GHz A57. It's got the Mali T760MP8 GPU and 4GB of RAM. Pretty impressive stuff. The Nexus 6P, a cheaper device by around 150 quid if the Note 5 was available in Europe. Running Android 6 with the Snapdragon 810, two quad cores, again 1.55 GHz A53 and a 2.0 GHz A57. The GPU is an Adreno 430 and this time 3GB of RAM in the Nexus 6P. So by the specs, you've got to think it's going to lean slightly towards the Note 5, but let's see how we get on. This first test I've not done before, but I've never had two devices with fingerprint sensors before. So we're going with the Note 5. Granted, I'm using my left thumb, which I've only recorded on it once, but then, to be fair, I've only recorded my right forefinger once on the Nexus 6P. You see there, the Note 5 didn't actually unlock. So the first one was the winner by the 6P. Attempt 3, the Note 5 didn't unlock, so that's 2 fails. And the last one, actually, when you watch that slow motion, it's actually very, very close, possibly a tie. So the 6P won the first, the Note 5 failed the next two, and the last one was maybe a tied decision. So we're going to move on to the Angry Birds opening test. The Note 5 generally performs very strongly in this. The raw processing power comes through, and I mean, it's in some ways it's good. You see in an actual real world situation. It's a good 10 seconds or so quicker here than the Nexus 6P, which, I don't know, I guess it might make a difference too if you're in a quick game and it's taking that much longer to load up. The 6P is still going, and eventually it loads into the actual game. I mean, not bad by the 6P, but just not anywhere close to the Note 5. Going to move on to the actual benchmarking, which again I know a lot of people don't really hold much weight in, but we've done the one real world test. Now we're going to do the fictional, almost the self-generated testing with Geekbench 3. Obviously, as normal, I won't make you watch it, but the Note 5 comes in with a very strong 5,158 multi-core score. That's one of the best it's done on Geekbench 3 actually. And we'll see what the 6P, 4,127. So quite a long way behind the Note 5. That's actually behind, what was it? I think the Redmi Note 2. So there you go. That's the benchmark. We're heading outside. Well, kind of outside. It was raining, so I did it sort of in a little porch way. So you can see that the accuracy is not great on either GPS, but I'm going to do the usual reset both of their AGPS state, come out. You can see both of the internal GPS states are reset. And we start it back up. Now the Note 5, I don't know if it's Samsung managing to cheat. I don't know if that's a true GPS lock, but it's I've not seen a device that does that. It just doesn't lose the lock when you reset things. So as it has with pretty much every other GPS test I've done, the Note 5 has battered its opponent. The Nexus 6P taking longer this time. When I first went for a lock, it was quicker than this, but then we have reset things, so there's a proper cold start, and there's the 6P coming in with the lock. Neither have great accuracy because again we've not got clear direct view to sky. Well, we have, but it's a bit of an angled one. Back inside again in the dry. We're going to test the speakers now. The Note 5, although it's only sort of one speaker in the base, pointed out at the bottom, is actually a pretty good speaker, but the 6P really is something special.
Tell me where to go, tell me what to do. I'll be right there for you. Tell me what to say, no matter if it's true. Tell me where to go, tell me what to do. I'll be right there for you. Tell me what to say, I'll say it all for you. Say no matter if it's true. I'll say it all for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you.
I used to be the type of kid that would always
I used to be the type of kid that would always think the sky is falling. Why am I so different than why? But if this is all there is for me, my offers, why bother even trying to put up a fight? Why bother even trying to put up a fight? Nonsense, but I think a light bulb just lit up in my conscience. What about them right up in my conscience? What about them I've been jotting that kind of giving me confidence instead of rhymes I've been jotting that kind of giving me confidence instead of trying to escape through.
Don't know if you noticed that little sort of skip or pause at one point by the Nexus 6P. I'm not sure what that was. But the speakers, they really do sound fantastic. Much rounded, much better volume. Let's try the spoken voice.
Essentially gave organizations like GCHQ and the NSA a free rein to go do mass surveillance. It also essentially gave organizations like GCHQ and the NSA a free rein to go do mass surveillance. Overturned a lot of the rules and laws, and now we're in the situation where people are clamoring. It also overturned a lot of the rules and laws, and now we're in the situation where people are...
But on this show, we covered the fact that Google and other social network providers and search engine providers are being overwhelmed by search engine providers about various use cases.
So we're seeing it again there. There's a weird delay, stutter, lag when pressing the play button a couple of times there with VRC. I've not seen that with the device before. Not quite sure what's caused that. So, but still, the Nexus 6P speakers far and away better than... I mean, the Note 5 isn't bad by any means, but the 6P, possibly the best speakers I've ever heard on a mobile phone. Really, really impressive. So we move on to the Chrome browser test. Just resetting the cache, and then we're going to BBC website as normal. The Note 5 has come through quicker on the first site loaded. Both screens look good, both nice and smooth. We're then going to go on to website number 2, which is NFL.com. And as usual, I'll try and tap them at the same time. The Note 5 comes through quicker on that. Again, both nice and smooth. Then the final website, Engadget. Now, this is a weird one. Maybe the 6P was looking better and then kind of falls back. Then I noticed the Note 5's gone to the UK website and the 6P has gone to the US website. So we'll go to The Verge instead and see how we go on there for the third. And the 6P looked like it was loading in quicker, but then actually if you look at the progress bars up at the top, the Note 5 finishes off. It's finished. The 6P is just finishing now. So I think we have to give the browser test to the Note 5. So I think that's a really interesting comparison, a really interesting set of tests. The Note 5 does still have the raw power advantage over the 6P. How do you feel about stock Android giving you the fluidity that the raw power doesn't? I don't know. That's for you to decide. And again, also the price. I'm not sure the US price of the Note 5, but I'm thinking in the UK, probably sort of £600. Or actually, I know it's around. Actually, no, I don't know how many dollars it is. I bought it in Canada. It was 850 Canadian dollars. I don't know what the Nexus 6P would be in Canadian dollars, but yeah, the Note 5 is going to be kind of 20 to 25% more than the Nexus 6P. So I don't know. Interesting choice. The Note 5 does have the raw power. The 6P definitely has the better speakers. I will do a battery test. The 6P, of course, is cheaper as well. So let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. My name's Andy. I'll catch you all again soon.